On Global TV News Express, Nigerian government launched an initiative to improve citizens' identification. In business, Nigeria National Petroleum Company opened talks to sales tax in assets. On the foreign scene, Yemen declares state of emergency, orders withdrawal of UAE troops. And in sports, Seamen, Lukman, two other Nigerian stars risk knockout suspension. Hello and welcome to all of you in Nigeria and around the world to News Express on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Ubong Osoro. A quick reminder, Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. The federal government has rolled out the Local Government Proof of Address and the Power of Attorney project, an initiative designed to strengthen national security, improve citizen identification, and enhance service delivery across the country. The project, initiated by the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, ALGON, was formally approved through a circular issued by the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. The circular stated that the Power of Attorney scheme took effect from October 1st, 2025. However, implementation at various stages in different federal and state ministries, departments, and agencies, MDS. The Nigerian Air Force has recorded a major breakthrough in the ongoing offensive against armed banditry in Zamfara State, with the successful execution of 2 precision airstrikes on key bandit strongholds in Safe local government area. The reports.
The coordinated air operation were carried out on December 28, 2025 by the air component of the Operation Fansen Yamma Sector 2, following sustained intelligence gathering and surveillance of identified bandit enclaves at Turba Hill and Kachala Dogo's Sule camp. At Turba Hill, the intelligence and aerial surveillance confirmed heavy bandit presence and a central operation structure within the enclave. NAF air assets engaged the target after positive identification, delivering a precision strike that destroyed the structure and neutralized several bandits. Post-strikes assessment confirmed the collapse of the hideout and the disruption of activities within the area. The second operation focused on Kachala Dogo Sule's camp, widely known as a major bandit stronghold and a hub for the production of improvised explosive devices. Intelligence report linked the camp to recent IED attacks along the Dan-Sadao-Magami corridor. During the strike, multiple active structures within the camp were hit, resulting in large fires that destroyed the facilities and neutralized several bandits. The operation significantly degraded the group's ability to manufacture and deploy explosive devices. The airstrikes have dealt a major blow to bandit networks operating in Zamfara State, particularly by dismantling their IED production capability and denying them safe operational bases. The success of the mission underscores the effectiveness of intelligence-led air operations and close coordination among forces involved in Operation Fansen Yamma. The Nigeria Air Force says it remains fully committed to sustained joint operations aimed at dismantling criminal networks, protecting communities, and restoring lasting peace and security across the northwest and other parts of the country.
Growing concerns surrounding the recent joint U.S.-Nigeria airstrikes in Sokoto as part of efforts to end insurgency, especially in the northern part of the country. These airstrikes have sent shockwaves across Africa and Nigeria as one of the continent's largest and most influential nations finds itself at the center of both regional and global discussions. What do these strikes mean for Nigeria's security, sovereignty, and international relationships? Our correspondent Sadiya Yakubu attempts to find the answers.
The United States, in collaboration with Nigeria, carried out airstrike in some parts of Sokoto State few days ago, targeting armed groups like Boko Haram and ISIS West Africa. While the United States government insists these actions are aimed at protecting global security, such actions have raised alarms across Nigeria. These airstrikes not only have military and political implications, but also raise crucial questions about Nigeria's sovereignty and its role on global stage.
Implication of the United States strike in the city of Caliphate, Nigeria, Sokoto State, has a vast implication. Let me say from a strategic point of view, it has become a challenge that tested Nigeria's capacity or capability to fight the enemies in Nigeria. It has also tested our diplomatic posture on the world stage.
With ongoing battles against insurgent groups in the northeast and a rising threat from banditry across the northwest, the intervention of foreign military forces could further complicate matters.
I think that's a welcome development. It's not a thing of joy that day in, day out, we wake up with stories, people killing, people died, people kidnapped, people raped. If there's a solution from anywhere, we need to clap and welcome them.
Nigeria has been careful in its foreign policy, balancing relationships with global powers like the United States and China, while protecting its regional leadership in Africa. However, these airstrikes could complicate Nigeria's position as a key player in the African Union and on the global stage. How will the government address these concerns with its citizens, and what will this mean for Nigeria's international relationships moving forward?
The insecurity in Nigeria have got out of hand, and anywhere, many citizens of Nigeria have been praying for this. So we're all happy the way US intervened.
It's clear that these airstrikes carry far-reaching consequences. While Nigerian security forces are already stretched, the diplomatic fallout from these strikes could have lasting effects on both United States-Nigerian relationships and the broader geopolitical landscape in West Africa. Analysts say the government must reassure the public that it has control over security matters and that foreign interventions won't come at the cost of Nigerian sovereignty. It could also acknowledge the realities on the ground, that these extremist groups do pose a significant threat to survival of the nation. Sadia Yakubu, reporting for Global Television News.
The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has secured a federal high court order in Lagos to detain a cargo vessel and its 21 crew members, following the seizure of 25.5 kilograms of cocaine at the Apapa port. Our correspondent reports. The drug consignment was discovered on December 6, 2025, aboard the merchant vessel MV San Antonio, which arrived from Brazil. NDLEA operatives acting on credible intelligence uncovered the cocaine concealed in the ship hatch during inspection. After the vessel fully discharged its cargo, the ship's captain and 20 other crew members of different nationalities were taken into NDLEA's custody while the seized drugs. This interception comes weeks after similar operations at the same seaport, where NDLEA officers seized about 20 kilograms of cocaine hidden in another Brazil-born vessel, MV North Bostros, on November 16. Following the latest seizure, the NDLEA filed an ex parte application before the Federal High Court in Lagos, seeking the detention of the vessel and its crew in line with international maritime and legal procedures. Justice Frida Nkemakowa Ogazi granted the application, ordering the detention of MV San Antonio and the 21 crew members for an initial period of 14 days to allow the conclusion of investigation and the filing of criminal charges. The case has been adjourned to December 29, 2025. The chairman and chief executive officer of NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, retired, described the seizure as further proof of the agency's resolve to block international drug syndicates from using Nigeria as a transit or destination country. He commended officers of the Apapa Strategic Command for successive interceptions and reaffirms the agency's commitment to sustain collaboration with local and international partners to combat illicit drug trafficking and substance abuse. After the Christmas holidays declared by the federal government, civil servants across the country have returned to work. At the National Secretariat in Abuja, activities have gradually picked up as workers resumed official duties. Our correspondent reports. The Christmas break is over. Public offices at the National Secretariat in Abuja are once again coming alive. Following the federal government's declaration of public holidays to mark the Christmas celebrations,
civil servants had been away from work, spending time with families and loved ones. As the office reopened, workers were seen arriving early, signing attendance registers, and settling into their various duties, although activities appeared low in some ministries and departments. While some offices recorded near full attendance, others experienced low turnout. Some workers attributed the situation to post-holiday fatigue and travel delays. Despite this, essential services and administrative offices gradually resumed, signaling a steady return to normal government operation. Ishmael Badamasi, a civil servant who spoke to us, said he is grateful for the holiday, but it's time to get back to work.
This is a festive period, and many people travel home to go and celebrate Christmas and New Year. As you can see around the Federal Secretariat, not many have returned yet, but there are still few civil servants in the offices.
Others who spoke said that some civil servants had traveled and may not resume until January 2026.
Work have resumed.
People and the office today, they came to the office.
So the federal government gave the 25th and 26th of December as public holidays. Today we visited the Federal Secretariat here just behind me to check if civil servants are back to work. And for those who spoke to us, said yes, they are back to work today, being the 28th of December, but a lot of persons are not still at the office. Some are because they've taken their leave during this festive period, and some because they say there are nominal roles to play at the office. My name is Ubong Usoro for Global Television News. An early morning explosion has rattled the General Hospital in Bagodu, Kebbi State, sparking panic among residents and hospital staff. The blast, which reportedly hit parts of the hospital staff quarters, was confirmed by the Kebbi State Police Command. Spokesperson for the command, SP Usman, said security operatives moved in swiftly, stating that no casualty was recorded. The Nigeria Union of Journalists says it has received with profound shock and deep sorrow the tragic news of the death of 7 journalists from Gombe State who lost their lives in a fatal road traffic accident. The union stated that the untimely passing of the media professionals is a devastating blow to journalism community, not only in Gombe State, but across Nigeria. The union's leadership said the tragic incident again underscores the urgent need for improved road safety measures and responsible driving to prevent avoidable loss of lives, especially for professionals who are often on the road in the line of duty. You're watching the live broadcast of News Express. When News Express returns, Osimhen, Lukman, 2 other Nigerian stars risk knockout suspension. Details coming shortly, plus business and foreign stories on the other side of this break. Please do stay with us. In business, as Nigeria prepares to implement a new tax law from January 1st, 2026, concerns and expectations are growing among citizens. From traders to professionals, many are trying to understand how the new law will affect their income and daily lives. Global Television Priscilla Obasi brings the report.
As conversations around the 2026 tax laws begin to surface, the question is not just about what the policy says, but who actually understands it. So, we stepped out to ask everyday Nigerians one simple question. Have you heard about the 2026 tax law, and what comes to your mind when you do?
When I heard about the new tax law, I felt that it could be another means of generating more revenue for the nation. But on the other hand, based on the the narratives out there, it's as if another way again to exploit the citizens.
Me, I felt we've already started paying a lot of tax already because of the VAT and everything they take from, you go to the supermarket to buy something, anything you buy, they remove money, you recharge, they remove, you pay into somebody's account, they remove. somebody pay into your account, they remove, and the rest. I think that one is already enough tax. I think so.
While some residents expressed concerns about increased financial pressure amidst economic hardship, others said effective taxation could improve governance if managed transparently.
It's not bad, because if you are in level 1, you will still struggle to go to upper level.
To provide clarity on the policy, a tax expert who appeared on Global Morning explained that the new law is designed to simplify the tax system and improve accountability, but warned that public awareness and fairness will be key to its success.
A lot of people get this confused, right? It's not your whole salary that will be taxed. You will still get some statutory deductions that are allowable, for ascertaining your taxable income. Those will still be allowable even in the new regime. And then the tax table has also been revised from what it used to be.
As the policy draws close to implementation, the conversation continues around communication, trust, and implementation. For now, the conversation continues. I am Priscilla Obasi, reporting for Global Television News.
The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has begun moves to sell stakes in some of its oil and gas assets. This is as the state-owned energy firm seeks to optimize its portfolio and attract fresh investment into the sector. Nigeria, Africa's largest oil producer, has struggled in recent years to boost crude oil output and attract sustained investment amid regulatory uncertainty, oil theft, and aging infrastructure. Data from the Central Bank of Nigeria indicates the country's external reserves grew by $4.39 billion between January 23, 2024 and December 23, 2025. The data indicates that reserves increased by approximately 10.75% within the period under review. As of Tuesday, December the 23rd, the foreign exchange reserve stood at $45.24 billion, higher than $40.84 billion on the same day last year. On the foreign scene, the head of Yemen's Presidential Leadership Council, Rashid Al-Alimi, has declared a state of emergency as tensions escalate in the south of the country, ordering the withdrawal of troops from the United Arab Emirates within 24 hours. According to Yemen's state news agency, Sabah, the decree also cancels a joint defense agreement between Yemen and the United Arab Emirates. The national state of emergency would last for 90 days, Al-Alimi said in a televised address, while also announcing a shutdown of all ports and borders crossing across Yemen for 72 hours. United States President Donald Trump says the U.S. has hit and destroyed a docking area for alleged Venezuela drug boats in what could amount to the first land strike of the military campaign against drug trafficking from Latin America. The U.S. leader's confirmation of the incident comes as he ramps up pressure campaign against Venezuela leftist President Nicolas Maduro, who has accused Trump of seeking regime change. The strike also is believed of targeting Venezuelan gangs throughout the Agora, though no one was present at the time of the operation and there was no casualties, the U.S. media outlets reported. Officials say a train carrying 250 people has derailed partially in southern Mexico, killing at least 13 people and injuring 98. The train was carrying 9 crew members and 241 passengers at the time of the accident, with 139 reported to be out of danger, while 36 of the 98 injured were still receiving medical assistance. Uyi Abubafuegbe brings details.
In a statement posted on X, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum stated that at least 5 of those injured were in what she described as serious condition. President Sheinbaum said she has directed the Secretary of the Navy and other senior personnel to travel to the area and assist the families of those affected, adding that the Ministry of Interior is coordinating the response to the incident. Mexico's Attorney General's office also said it is opening an investigation to determine the cause of the accident. The Mexican Navy said the interoceanic training linking the states of Oaxaca and Veracruz went off the rails as it passed a curve near the town of Nizanda. Uyi Agmofwebe, reporting for Global TV News.
In sports, former Super Eagles midfielder Etim Esen has challenged Nigeria's strikers to improve their finishing at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, insisting that the team must win the tournament to restore respect after missing out on the World Cup. Esen, who won 24 caps for Nigeria and was part of the 1987 FIFA World Youth Championship squad, noted that what matters the most is taking 3 points from the group stage and finishing top of the group. 4 Super Eagles players are working on a disciplinary tightrope, risking suspension ahead of today's AFCON 2025 Group C clash against Uganda. This follows yellow cards they received in their AFCON 2025 Group C fixtures against Tunisia on December 27 and won in the opening match against Tanzania. The players are Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, Semi Ajayi, and the goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali. As Global Television News Express comes to an end, here is a recap of our top stories. The federal government has rolled out local government proofs of address and the power of attorney projects, an initiative designed to strengthen national security, improve citizen identification, and enhance service delivery across the country. In business, the Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited has begun moves to sell stakes in some of its oil and gas assets. On the foreign scene, we told you that the head of Yemen's Presidential Leadership Council, Rashid Al-Alimi, has declared a state of emergency as tensions escalate in the south of the country. He also ordered the withdrawal of troops from the United Arab Emirates within 24 hours. In sports, 4 Super Eagles players are working on a disciplinary tightrope, risking suspension ahead of today's AFCON 2025 Group C clash against Uganda. And that's it on News Express. A quick reminder, Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly do follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen using @Global TV NG. I am Ubong Usoro. Bye for now.